Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Today's Diary podcast. As usual, I'm one of your hosts for today. My name is Brandon, and in the studio with me, you've got Zena.
Hello.
Yes, and you've got Ayo, our sound and video engineer at the background. He's always there to make sure we're looking as good as you see us right now on the screen. Without much further ado, let's dive in to our Did You Know? Zena, I was rushing to bring you a great news today. Did you know that there was at one point in 2018 there was a shortage of ninjas in Japan, and Japan is actually the host of the country where you have the most ninjas that were produced in the
So
old
ninja
era.
is not just a thing in movies; it's actually a thing until there was shortage.
Yeah, you have the samurais and all the rest that were existing back in the olden ages. So the people that were training all these ninjas to come up and be more prolific and efficient are in their work. They've not seen the younger generation heading towards that direction as it's supposed to be.
So just like they are recruiting armies, police,
Yes.
they're also recruiting ninjas. So
Yes.
it's actually a job that you get paid for doing.
Yes, and they're even up to the extent of offering about $85,000 for you to take up the position to become a ninja.
Are they still doing that?
That's something I can go for. We can move to
We
Japan.
we need we
carry
need that
this podcast.
information. We need that information. That's a lot of money.
Update.
Anyways, yep. Did you know that a shrimp's heart is located in its head?
Janga.
Njanga.
Janga na bit.
Its heart is located in its
How
head.
would Janga first have heart? Does not
Well-
make sense.
Why?
Fishes have heart.
Yes, it's a living thing, isn't it?
Let me not expose myself.
Yes. Don't, please. Don't.
Let me use the back door, not expose myself. So it's okay. I didn't know that part. Until Janga. Crayfish has heart.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And even funny is that the heart is located in its head.
Quite interesting. What a location to keep your heart in your head. Well, at least it's a hard surface.
So you know the saying that they say usually the heart does not always align with the head. So maybe in
Sunjanga does not have heartbreak.
they don't-
They don't face heartbreak. They do. So crayfish does not face heartbreak.
their heart is very close to their head.
They always
Head
thinking
is-
straight. That's interesting. Without wasting much time again, guys, let's jump because it's actually a hot pot of very hot gist that we want to give you guys. Right now, the pot in Equatorial Guinea is boiling because one individual named as Baltazar, also called Bello, has put the whole continent of Africa on fire.
Not only Africa, I think the world is aware of what he's been up to now.
Yes. They have released 400 tapes of 400 women that Baba has been holding for the past years. Can you
I
imagine?
wonder how long he's been doing that for.
That's explicit tapes, so 400 explicit tapes that are circulating right now in the
People
in
have
the
even
internet.
termed him the P.Diddy of Africa.
Yes. They've given
I don't know
also
if he's even worse than P.Diddy. I don't know if P.Diddy has up to 400 tapes of himself. He might have more than 400 tapes, but that will include other people, right? But this is 400 tape of a single person.
My question is, why tape it?
People have very weird, call it what, fetish?
Really feel.
Some
a
are
weird
saying he was probably, but I mean, for this one, I just believe it's something he was watching late, like he recorded them to watch later. Because I was going to say maybe he's keeping them like PDD for record evidence to blackmail or
one.
whatever.
Don't even know what
but,
his motives were, but
but the people that he was recording, there are tapes of him having ex with his driver's wife, his personal assistant, or help, like random.
he was
He
everywhere.
was busy,
So
very busy.
this particular individual called Frank Egongang Baltazar.
Okay, his name is Frank.
Yes.
Okay.
Egongang Baltazar. He actually was everywhere, from the president's sister. He also went to his cousin.
His
Also touched his
cousins,
cousins.
his brother's wife,
His brother's wife.
his uncle's
Wait,
wife,
Let me
the
check.
president's sister, the inspector of police's wife,
Yes,
the wives of 20 different ministers,
there is a list.
his wife's sisters, his pastor's wife.
He was a very busy man.
Yes. 15 of his younger sister's friends.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I mean, it's 400, right? So you can go on, and there is a certain picture of his colleagues,
In
like
the
the people
office.
in the office,
Yes.
circulating.
Out of nine.
He
Out of 9.
slept with 6 of them. So they are even wondering what happened to the other 3. Is it that they did not record, or is that what?
They were not
Because
looking.
I will not take looking. I will not say, because the videos that are circulating of the different women he slept with range from thin to chubby to, I don't want to say, like plus size, to beauty to ugly to. I'm not saying someone is ugly, but
Look, the thing is that if you look at the whole
like
videos and you see
you
that
have it
they're
in all
from
categories.
all categories. There's
So
not like
I don't
he had a type. There was
yeah.
no type.
Yeah, so
It was anyone, sagat, everybody. He was
I don't
eating
know
from
if
bones,
it's a-
from chicken to bone. So anything that could be chewable was chewed.
yeah.
And there are instances where it's by the roads, by the beach. I don't mean like private beach, public beach. By the public beach, he was there, naked. The woman is naked. Is naked.
So
And
I
they're
don't
doing
know.
their thing
Is
they're
that what
doing.
was gingering him? Like what? So first of all, background, right? This man, he's 53 years old, so he's quite young, very fit. So I'll say he was taking his health serious.
Yes.
He's the director general of the what is it called? The
Anif?
Yeah, which is like their crime and financial crime investigations body in Equatorial Guinea. So he was a director general, doing very well in his career, passing very good policies in the country. So he was good in executing his job. But
Not bad. He executed a job on both sides very efficiently, such that
yep,
earned him more
absolutely,
customers.
absolutely.
And this Anif is like you have the EFC in Nigeria, you have the FBI in the US. If it's Cameroon, you have a PV. You see the Black Hawks that they do chase anyone committing any financial crimes. And mind you that Equatorial Guinea shares the same economic financial zone with Cameroon, Gabon,
Yeah, in Central
Chad.
Africa.
Yeah. So they share the same economic zone. So they're sharing the same amount of currency, like the France CFA.
So they are all in Semak then.
Yeah, they're in Semak, the Semak zone. So you can imagine he's the part of the people, or he's amongst the individuals that will make sure that the monetary policies and everything
How did
are
he
functioning
get caught
right.
anyways?
Sorry?
How did he get caught?
Actually, he was being investigated for fraud. So the person they were investigating, the person they gave the pot of soup to keep was being investigated for stealing meat from the same pot. You can imagine. Yeah,
Well,
so they
as
went
they
to
all
look for
do
something
anyways.
else. They went to look for something else, and when they arrived at his residence to look what they're looking for, that's when they saw the videos.
So he was under investigations for fraud, and they went to his house to basically look for evidence.
Yes.
And then they saw all these tapes.
Yes.
So you know what? Let me give you some details here. Equatorial Guinea is not a big country. They only have about 1.8 million people. Yeah. Actually, as at 2024, like live as at 2024 November, I don't know if you check, they say 1.8, but I checked like latest statistics. It shows they only have about 1.5 something million people.
So it's not. It's
just not a big country.
Yeah.
Like the entire country, their capital is Malabo, and in this they have more males than females. So they have, I think, about 900,000 males as opposed to, is it 700,000 females? And bear in mind, these 700,000 females, they includes children. So between the ages of, I'll say 15 or 18 to, is it 40? You only have about, what, 400,000 or less women?
Can you imagine?
So he's basically slept with more than,
with a very good proportion.
say, 400 women.
So which means in every 400,
is there up to 400 women in his city that he's living in?
I don't know.
So
imagine this is someone that this is not more than the population of Lagos is more than the population of Malabo. The population of
What do you mean?
Douala.
Lagos alone has more than how many million people?
Yeah, the population of Douala alone.
You're thinking too far, Brandon.
Hey.
Why are you calling Lagos? Lagos, see, I'm not sure, but Lagos will have more than 5 million people. And the whole
Lagos, I think Lagos around 20 million.
So what are we on about? 20 million.
20
So
million.
even Douala is more than 5 million, I would say, especially now. So we are talking about the entire country of Equatorial Guinea, not up to 2 million, about 1.5 million. So why are you calling Lagos?
So if you have 700, that means if you have 400,000 women, which means in every 1,000 he is taking one.
Yes.
What they sharing? That's a good way to do it.
See, you know, what? Let me ask you a question, Brandon. You are a man. What will make someone do a thing like that?
Do what exactly?
Sleeping with women in that, like, to that extent.
God told him go and multiply. He was merely executing God's promise.
Okay.
Look, let me say something here.
That actually left me speechless.
This man has not committed. Mind you, he's not committed a crime. All the videos and the things was seen on the internet.
When you say he's not committed, when you say yes,
there were no minors included. Mm-hmm. There was nobody who's seen so far that appears to be forced.
So when you say he did not commit a crime, you're talking about legally crimes as per law and everything.
Yes,
but
morally.
Let's talk about morals.
Morally, he's crossed the line on multiple fronts because someone's wife that is pregnant.
But he's probably even the one that impregnated her.
He has
apparently two of his brother's children are his.
He has 6 children of his own. People's marriages that he's scattered.
Well, that one we are talking about the consequences. Let's even focus first on what he's actually done.
All the married women.
Yeah, that's consequence, right? So
those are the things that
will happen.
Not like that will happen. He has already touched the married women or the women that are in relationships, all of them.
Okay, I thought you were talking about marriages that he has.
No, I'm trying to touch on the moral side of it.
Okay.
What is the morality that people will say? Oh, morally, you rub people off the wrong way.
Yeah.
If you are just a single man and with single women, you cannot fault him exactly because he was just living his life. And since the people consented to the videos, it's not technically not wrong. Mind you, let me also mind you that he's been arrested, but the arrest that they're arresting him is not for what we think it will be, like to say he's being arrested for breaking the law.
Do you think it's not a crime that you're elected into office to do your job basically, and you're using that office for sexual activities? Do you think that is not a crime?
That's the part where I just wanted to go into that. The vice president of Equatorial Guinea, that's Teodoro Obiangema, has come forward he's actually put up a message on X, which he says that given the abuse that has been shown on social media in Equatorial Guinea in recent days, and remembering that the ministries are solely and exclusively for carrying out administrative work in support of the country's development, as explicit relations in offices are prohibited. Control mechanism already in place, and anyone who violates this rule again will be subject to disciplinary proceedings for indecent conduct and will be dismissed from their job. He then proceeded to also say that today we will proceed with the immediate suspension of all officials who have had explicit relations in their offices and of the country's ministries. The government will take severe measures against this act since it constitutes flagrant violation of code of conduct and public ethics law. This action is a decisive step in our policy of zero tolerance towards behavior that undermine integrity of public service. So I've just cut it halfway, but we get the idea of what he's trying to say. So he's not being arrested because because of what he's done with the women.
Yeah. So you read something there saying everyone that will be punished, anyone that is doing that. So they have people they know have been doing that.
Yes. Because when they say everyone, it's not just the man alone. The ladies were also involved in it now. If you're working in an office and you came to that office they gave you and you had the responsibility to taking care of the government property according to the law, and if you used it for other activities, you'll be punished as well.
Yeah.
So that's your office. You used it for different one or two things. The both of you that are working there will be punished. There's no one person that will be punished. He's been heard most because he's the pivot point related to everyone else.
So people are saying he's probably has mental issues because of
Mental issues.
For
No,
the way-
that's a stretch. That's someone mental issue that is living his best life. If that's what mental issues look like.
Why do you think it's his best life? Because, okay, for instance, if someone smokes a lot, we're talking the other day about cigarette, we call it addiction. He's addicted to, or someone is addicted to nicotine. Can you consider this an addiction?
There are addictions that people are enjoying that they don't want you to stop them from.
That's what
enjoying.
I'm saying.
You're
You
the
said
ones-
he's living his
you're the
best
ones
life.
seeing it
That's
from the
what.
first place
No,
of-
you said he's living his best life. So
Yes.
I'm asking, do you consider it best life because this act is a good thing? So if someone is addicted to it, it's not wrong.
It's not from the perspective of an addiction that I'm considering it. I'm considering it from the perspective of someone that is just living his life and being that man by nature is polygamous. That is where he is living his best life, just being polygamous.
Is this study
By-
has that study been proven
That what?
that man by nature is polygamous?
My dear, it's in the
Is that a
Bi-
proven?
it-
Is that a
it-
proven?
It's in the Bible where all the people, the prominent figures in the Bible that lived long, were all married to more than one wife.
So that is the nature of man.
Yeah, it's the
That is
nature of man. It's
polygamous.
just go and look at it. All the people that decided to marry one woman, all of them died very young. I'm not the one that will start this.
Soon
to start
soon
this
you
issue.
all soon you all will
So-
say women are the ones causing the early death or the rampant
I
death
have
of
not
men,
said such things. I just said they're married to one.
and that's why they died early. So if you want to live long, you need to marry many women.
Because if
Multiple
you have
women.
more, you will at least come back to one person that the person is happy, rather than one person that you come back and the person is unhappy. You have a chance of meeting one happy person.
Let me not focus on that your thing that you're saying, by the way. But so
We are diverted to a
the
gray
issue
area.
here is, what are the consequences of this? Because I can see, like, I can see the entire country crumbling. Think about, it seems almost all these women that he slept with were, maybe 90% of them were married. So that is at least 90% of 400 women or marriages that would be separate.
Yes.
Yeah. And I can see children of all these families. I can see their families. Imagine,
Don't even think too far. This particular person, throughout all these videos, that the videos I saw, I did not see him for once wearing rubber. So
yeah,
which
no
means
protection.
if there was any disease somewhere, they should just consider themselves, all the 400 consider themselves.
Because I also not think
Celebrated
that
in that
the
department.
videos they've seen is the first and only time.
Nope.
For you to be comfortable for someone to take a video with you and you look very happy in the video, right?
Yeah, mind you,
I
there was
don't think
another
it's
lady
it
there
was the
that
first.
there was another lady there in that group that the lady also spends time with other women as well and spends time with him, and the lady recruits other women to him. So they were like colleagues in the same field. The lady will meet women and have her time with them, recruits the women to him. He has his time with them. Sometimes it's the three of them. So it's different dimensions. There are different angles. These are also everywhere.
So
from
it
the
seems
toilets.
this man he has a niche that he was satisfying.
Yeah.
So there is a problem,
So
isn't it?
no, it's not even there is no problem for him. I think it was a situation of someone that is living his best life. To be honest, I keep on saying that
No,
because
what I'm saying is he was living his best life, but he was meeting the need of a certain niche
of
in
women.
the society. Yes.
Oh,
That's
one
what
way
I'm
to
saying.
Look at it. That's true because I think I was reading something online and it was saying that the president's daughter was regretting her actions, that she told her friend
No,
that
I think the list says the president's sister.
sister is daughter. She told her friend, like, went and gossiped that, oh, this man, if he holds you, ha. So that friend took it in their own private environment with the family. Women, they were having their own conversation. So she said the thing there. That's when her mother went and encountered the man too,
Okay.
and they had their
So
moment.
definitely here there is a problem.
So the
from
man had the
that.
the president's sister's friend, and the president's sister's friend mother.
Okay.
First mother.
So definitely or clearly the man knows what he's doing, right? And he is meeting the need of women who I would say are clearly deprived.
How are you sure they're deprived?
Well, you can only be going somewhere to look for something that you're lacking. I mean, that's how I see it.
Sometimes it's not even deprivation. It's just it's like when someone is taking a favorite substance and tells another person, oh, if you taste this, it's going to be like that. It's not deprivation. It's some people just wants to get it, to know what it's like. Like they want to, it's just like social life. It's like beer.
But if something that you're getting regularly at home, you won't go out to look for it.
For some people, it's not even an issue of being at home. There are people that you put beer at home, they will leave that beer at home.
There are people, but not 400
they
women.
They want you to
not
come put that
400
beer
women.
outside. Sorry?
There are people, yeah, but I don't think that will be the case for 400 women.
So you want to say all 400 were deprived?
No, I'm not. I'm just making a point that yes, there are people in that 400, but it will not be the case. So it might be that some of the 400 women, because the fact that most of these women, they have highly influential women, women to very influential men. So my thinking is these are probably too busy men to look after their women's need, and these women are getting it from Bello because Bello is there ready to give it for free.
Whichever way that works for all of them. The issue, the negative side of it now is that one of the women has actually offed herself.
Okay.
She's offed herself, and it's rather unfortunate after she saw so many videos of herself, and she's one of the from what I saw, she's one of the people that her whole, like, she's one of the most prominent person that there is nothing to hide anymore. There's nothing.
So they should really keep a close eye on the other women then, because
there's another one that even the husband came immediately, that the friends sent him. He went to Dubai for work. The friends sent him the pictures and everything, and he took immediate flight down. So the lady was in the office, did not know of the information. The husband saw the thing in Dubai, flew back.
You see what I was saying? Probably some of these women were just deprived. Especially in Africa, all these husbands that have high level jobs that keep traveling from one city to the other, one country to the other. This is usually the case. We are just not hearing of it, but most of the time you start hearing the wife is sleeping with the gate man, the wife is sleeping with the driver, like also of random people who are just there available to satisfy that need.
Yeah. So he was there, in French. He was asking her that you were getting this from this man until you're doing it in positions that you've never done, things you've never done for me before. And the way you were calling him names and telling him you've never felt like this, you've never done like this, you're not feeling this, you're not doing that, you're describing things in different ways that you and I have never seen, and you're telling him it's your all those kind of conversations. So what am I? So, and like he was asking her, do I owe your family? Do I owe you? Are you not comfortable? Do you need money?
For me,
I think you need this. The shop you are you happy? She was like, yeah. I think we should put the videos.
No, they will not. I don't think they will allow it. Okay. YouTube will not allow it.
Okay. Not the explicit ones.
Okay. Yeah. Probably not ones that are not too graphic videos. Because.
But we'll see if we can manage to do something. Yeah. But if not, it's okay. You guys can always check online on Twitter. They just go to the neighborhood of Twitter. There's a lot of things happening there. Shocking issues.
You know what? I will say it again. No one is safe. No one is truly, truly safe. You as a man, you might think you're doing your best, but sometimes that best you're doing is not good enough. What do we women really want? I cannot tell, because sometimes you think, or we say we want money, we want that security, and when the man is working his ass out to provide that, and then you have a different need, and you start getting this from other angles. Even the pastor's wife was there. I mean,
But Baba cannot make heaven.
it,
You thought you were a man of God.
so
I cannot make heaven.
when you see things like this, you wonder.
There ain't no prayer they said there.
Yeah.
They pray no fire for him.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. I'm a woman, and hearing such derogatory things. Men are not safe. Women, we are not safe. We are not helping. The men are not. I don't know. God is really a patient man.
A lot.
To be seeing all things and still just hoping that will change. And
I read one of the comments, and someone said, please, whoever is holding the trumpet should just blow it. The things they have seen this year is enough. There are so many things that have been revealed this year. And if the year is not over, don't consider it over yet, because would not even foresee this particular one happening this November. November has just started.
His wife is still lying unconscious.
Yes, the wife is still unconscious. How unfortunately.
How would you not?
So sad. And the children, we don't know. Whole family is wrecked. His family even is already gone. I don't even know to start describing. Feel bad for the children, feel bad for the wife, feel bad for the husbands that have lost their children, the homes that will be scattered. The nation, the whole world was not even paying attention to Equatorial Guinea until now.
Yeah.
It's gone right up to China and Australia. So they say sometimes you get popular for the right reasons, but this time, unfortunately, Equatorial Guinea has been popular this particular November for the wrong reasons.
Well, sometimes they always say no publicity is bad publicity.
But this one is bad.
Anyways,
it's
on that light, we'll end here for today. Let's not keep you all waiting. So thank you all for coming back. Thank you all for watching. Keep coming, and we'll keep bringing you all the G's. Peace.